Hello everyone, I'm Andy from the Pixel Pub and I'm here to talk about my top 10 Mario Kart games. Okay, before we get into the top 10, I did want to mention one game that's not going to be up here because I don't think it's really a game. I didn't play it like a game, but it's Mario Kart Live on the Switch. It's something Kathy wanted. And she picked it up and we messed around with it for like 2 weekends. That was it. I messed around with it just basically as a remote control car of Luigi, and I could see his perspective on the Switch and walk around the house, and that was pretty fun. And running into people's feet and stuff like that. It was a fun little time, but not really a game. So I'm not gonna include it on this list, even though it'd be low. Okay, before I do get into the top 10, I did want to say that I have played all the Mario Kart games basically when they came out. I was there for Super Mario Kart at the very beginning on the Super Nintendo. My brother got it and we played Son at it when I was younger. As they've come out, I played all of them. We own all of them, and we're going to talk about all of them, and we're going to rank them. But starting at number 10 is one that I do not have physically because there is no physical version. It's Mario Kart Tour on the cell phone, on mobile phones, on an Apple app thing store thingy. It's something that I did not play until I thought of making this list, and I played a little bit of it now, just a few races, and I don't like it. It's you play with touch controls, and it is pretty neat with the touch controls. You play it portrait mode, and you just kind of move your thumb back and forth to get the turn right and left, and I'm very bad at it, and I didn't like it. I'm turning it off now so that music stops playing. But yeah, it's not great. That's why it's number 10, Mario Kart Tour, thumbs down. Okay, number 9 is a game that I didn't own physically until I started wanting to this list. It's a game that I played when it first came out via emulation. It is Mario Kart Super Circuit on the GBA. For some reason, the GBA was just very emulation friendly from the very beginning. I was playing games like the day they came out on an emulator, and this was one of them. And it was neat at the time, and I played it on I think it was one of those benefit games that the 3DS owners got if you had owned a 3DS before the price drop. I forget what the Ambassador program, that's what it was called. I was in on that, and I'm pretty sure this is one of the games that was there, and I played it there too. I don't know. I just don't like the Mario Kart games. Like Super Mario Kart's higher on this list because of nostalgia, and that's kind of it. I don't like the Mario Karts that are flat when you're on the Mode 7 little area. I want a bit more level design and stuff like that. It's just not. So that's why this just can't be any higher for me. It is just that basic formula from the Super Nintendo redone again several years later when there were already, better Mario Karts out at the time. So yeah, number 9, Super Circuit. Okay, number 8 might be a controversial one. I hear a lot of people talk very highly of this game, and I don't think it's a bad game. It's not my favorite Mario Kart. I did play a lot of it when it first came out. It is Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube. Some of the reasons it is so low on this list, one of the big ones for me is I just don't like the tracks that much. There's some of my least favorite tracks are on here. Like I know everyone loves Baby Park. I hate Baby Park. Like there's no level design there. It's just a big circle. And stuff like that, and stuff like the Yoshi track that's just like a shape of Yoshi, and it's just like I need a bit more. I need something more, and it does have the mechanic with the 2 drivers, and they could switch, and you can hold 2 items and stuff like that, which they would put in later games too, which you hold 2 items. But it just didn't stick with me. Me and my friends played it for a couple months, and I put it on the shelf, and I never really touched it again. It was a game that came and went for me. So that's Mario Kart Double Dash number 8. If you like it, I'm sorry. Okay, number 7 is another game I don't own physically, but there is a physical version, but it's thousands and thousands of dollars. It is Mario Kart Arcade. It is an arcade game that I see tons of places. A bunch of arcades we go to, it's there. And whenever it's there, I have to sit down and play it. And I love the little gimmicks that it has where it just takes a picture of your face and you racing with your friends. You see them driving around, they got their faces over there, little kart racers too. It's a fun arcade game. Yeah, I wish they would put some of that stuff home, like make a home version of it, but maybe those tracks and stuff don't hold up because it is an arcade game. It's supposed to last like less than a minute and get more money from you. That's this core design. But when you're out with friends and you're drinking at a barcade and everyone wants to sit down and have a little round of Mario Kart and then move on to something else, it is A+. Good time stuff for me. So that's Mario Kart Arcade at number 7. Okay, next, number 6 is one of the first Mario Kart games that I bought the day it came out. Is Mario Kart Wii. It is one of the best-selling Wii games. I think it's the game that's just cemented Mario Kart as the tentpole franchise that it is for Nintendo. I think the other one sold, okay, but this one blew up because the Wii blew up, and people wanted fun games to play. I remember this game came out the same day as Grand Theft Auto 4, I want to say. I remember I got like a root canal or something that day, the day before, and I went home and slept for a long time, and then I woke up at like 11:30 and just decided to go to Walmart and buy Grand Theft Auto 4 on midnight launch. And I did, and I came home and played a little bit of it. Then the next day, I had to go to my brother's house for my nephew's birthday. This was in April. On the way there, I just bought Mario Kart Wii, and then I took it over to his house and we played a little bit of it. And it's a fun time. I don't like the motion controls. This is the one game that came with the steering wheel. It came in a bigger box. I don't have the bigger box anymore. This is before I kept everything. And I can't find my wheel either, which I wouldn't use it to begin with. It's just a piece of plastic. But it is a good time if you're playing with regular ass controllers, which is what I do. I am a old man in that way. And yeah, it is introduced to motorcycles and stuff like that. It has fun tracks, better than Double Dashes at least. And it had the online mode, which I played a bit of, playing with random online strangers, racing, seeing who's good. I was usually getting my ass kicked. Usually I'm pretty good at Mario Kart, but when you get out there in the wild with the crazy people who don't stop playing, insane. That is number 6 is Mario Kart Wii, which is a terrible name. Okay, number 5 is Mario Kart DS, continuing the string bad names for Mario Kart games. This was a very fun racing game on the DS. It was a complete novelty at the time for me, just having a 3D racer as a handheld, you could take it on the go. And it had a lot of fun courses. I remember Waluigi's Pinball being a good one. And I think was this one of the first ones that had the remade tracks? Maybe that was 3DS. And it also had the fun share play where you could have the one kart and you could share it with other people who had DSs and over online, and you could play, and everyone could play with one kart, but they had to play as a shy guy. You got to pick your own character if you had the kart. Who cares? You got to play Mario Kart for free, basically. If you had a DS, hanging out with some friends, it's a great time. I think this is some people's favorite Mario Kart game. I think a lot of people grew up on this, like a lot of kids with DSs and playing it in school and stuff like that. That sounds like a grand old time, but I was like 20-something when this came out, so I messed around with that type of stuff a few times, the share play and stuff like that, and it worked like magic. It was crazy. Yeah, Mario Kart DS, number 5, middle of the pack. Okay, number 4 is the OG, the original. It is Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, and it still frustrates me to this day when people call a game Super Mario Kart, because it's the only one that's called Super Mario Kart. The rest of them just are called Mario Kart, which is, kind of strange, but it is a Super Nintendo version. It's the original. It's the one that started it all, and it is a damn good time. The only thing that I think is weird about it is that it's constantly split screen. When you're playing 2-player, that makes sense. When you're playing single player, it's kind of weird that this bottom screen displays like a map. It's bizarre, because even the Nintendo made racing game that came out before this, F-Zero, is full screen, and it's the same concept. You're running along Mode 7, pixelated little racetracks. Beyond just starting the Mario Kart franchise, this spawned a whole different genre of game. The kart racer, the racing with weapons, that style of game started right here, and people are still making those games to this day. Oh, a lot to Super Mario Kart. They should bend the knee. I don't know. And this kind of canonically set the full cast of characters that would be in every other Mario game that wasn't a mainline Mario game. They'd be in the sports games, the tennis games, Mario parties, Mario Strikers, stuff like that. This kind of cemented that as a thing, so that is super cool. I played the snot out of it when I was a kid. It's kind of hard for me to go back to because, like I said, I don't like the little flat designs of all the tracks. I want more design to everything. That's me. But yeah, Super Mario Kart, still a great damn time. Okay, number 3 is Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. This is a game I got the day it came out. We had our 3DS ready to go to play it, and it was a damn fun time. This is the one that introduced the underwater sections and the gliding sections, stuff like that, which are, still fun to this day in like Mario Kart 8. It seems like they're getting rid of that type of stuff for the Mario Kart World. That's what it's called, Mario Kart World. They're changing it up again, which I'm happy to see. change it up, see what happens. Like I said, this one's a good fun of time. That's not a word.
Good fun of time.
This one's a damn good time. Has a lot of fun tracks. I remember some of my favorites. I remember the one being kind of like 8-bitty Nintendo. Looks like Super Mario Brothers, the original NES. It had kind of that design to it. That was a lot of fun. And like the Shy Guy Bazaar, that was like, you know, kind of Middle Eastern looking. That was a whole lot of fun. Great 3DS game. If you have a 3DS, you need to pick up Mario Kart 7. Damn good time. Okay, number 2, we're getting down into it. It is Mario Kart 64. This is the one I probably played the most of, honestly, because I was obsessed with this game on the N64. It was one of those games that I played every track on every single CC, and you know, once you do that, you unlock the new background screen, the title screen, with like Donkey Kong in the middle and the sunset and stuff like that. Awesome time. Played it a lot with my friends, or at least my good friend growing up down the road. This is before I met all my high school degenerate buddies, and this is what we played, the GameCube and stuff. But this was just a fun ass time. Whenever I think Mario Kart, I think of Mario Kart 64. For the longest time, this was my favorite. And once I started to get more into listening to podcasts and watching videos on YouTube and stuff like that, people discussing their opinion on retro games, this was not held in a high regard. I guess I could see it going back to it. It's kind of, everything looks kind of muddy and it's kind of slow, and I get it. But at the time, I didn't see any of that shit. I was just balls to the wall, playing Mario Kart and having a damn good time with it. It held up for years and years and years for me. So that's why it's number 2. I still have those warm and fuzzies thinking about this little bitty cartridge and playing it with my weird ass 3-prong N64 controller and just having a good old time, eating some pizza, drinking some Coke. I don't know. Okay, number 1, is there any doubt, is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I also have the Wii U version here. I got this when it first came out. It was weird because Mario Kart Wii was such a huge seller. They seemed to think that this one wasn't going to sell that well. I guess because the Wii U didn't sell that well. They thought this game might not sell that well because they introduced a thing where if you buy it in like the first month or something, and you ever have a proof of purchase and you submit it online, you get a code for a free game on the Wii U, and I ended up getting Wind Waker HD. That's a different game. But this one was a ton of fun. This is the first one that has DLC, where you can buy the racetracks and stuff like that, and it had like the Zelda track and the Animal Crossing track. This one has all that stuff and more. They've introduced more DLC. I think it's like 96 tracks or something. I can't remember. Yes, I looked it up. 96 tracks with the DLC of this game. That's insane. And a lot of them are remakes of older games, and that's fine with me. Consolidate them all for one big Mario Kart experience. You ain't really got to go back unless you don't like, you know, the anti-gravity stuff or the flying and the underwater stuff this game has. Which, you know, if you don't, what's wrong with you? It has the online mode that's still pretty damn good, and it brought back the battle mode for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It was not in the Wii version, so that's cool. But this is the one, man. This is the one. And as I was getting prepared for this video, I sat down and played some more cups just by myself. And I was like, man, I could do this all day. This is great. Mario Kart's a damn fun time. Just a fun little video game called Mario Kart. And a lot of the inspiration for this video was that the Switch 2 is coming out this year in June. Mario Kart World will be a launch title, and that's a big deal for me because you can tell I like Mario Kart. And we're gonna have that, we're gonna play that, and it's gonna be a damn fun time, I'm sure. But yeah, will it be able to knock down Mario Kart 8 as number 1? Time will tell. So that was my top 10 Mario Kart games of all time. I would say if you think I missed one, put it in the comments, but I don't think I did. I think that's every single one that could be talked about. So with that being said, please like, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, all of that fun stuff. I have been Andy from the Pixel Pub. Peace out.